Yo, what up guys? I wasn't going to cover this, but you know what? Nobody else has, and people have been linking it to me, and I figured, you know what? Let's just get it covered. It's very quick, by the way, very quick. But also this is like Jagex's first sort of extra post after the regular weekly update, and we're still yet to hear anything about what their sort of thoughts and final feedback is on all the drama surrounding the game right now. Maybe there's a mention of it in here somewhere. I don't think so, but I guess we'll have to see. I hope that they don't just completely ignore it from here on out. It would make sense if that's what they do. I'll be completely honest. Like, from the standpoint of we want this kind of over and done with now, it would make sense if they just pretend that it never happened from this point on. And it'll honestly probably work if they do that. But hey, here it is what it is. But this one is about the release date update for the Combat Mastery achievements. So they're pushing back the release date of the Combat Mastery achievements, which is a little bit sad, but let's just see what their exact explanation is. So for those of you that don't know, the Combat Mastery achievements is basically going to be exactly what it says in the name, what it says on the tin, is achievements for Combat Mastery that you can then get in-game and unlock in-game, probably kill times and doing things in the fight and whatnot, and probably kill count and whatnot, all that sort of stuff, right? We'll have to see. But anyway, it adds more stuff for you to do and work towards for the combat and the content that we already have, so it makes sense to you to do that. Anyway, hey escapers, we hope you're enjoying the latest quest release. I don't know, I have actually not done this yet. I really want to get caught up on questing and stuff soon. I am planning on doing a series, getting my account like questing done, getting 120 alls, and actually making a good amount of money as well, because I've pretty much given all my money away for the last, like, I don't know, 3 years. So my account's been pretty stagnant in how much progress it has. So keep an eye out for that, and if you're interested, let me know. But I'm going to get getting that started in the next few days, once I'm not sick anymore, in case you can't hear that in the voice. And next up on the content calendar for RuneScape are the long-awaited Combat Mastery achievements. These achievements provide new structure for your PvM experience, offering challenges for every kind of player, from the budding PvMer looking to challenge their growing skills, through to Grand Master challenges that will test even the most elite PvMers in Gillinor. So this is a good idea for content, for sure. And when it releases, I'll be sure to maybe complete as many as I can. Maybe we'll do something like completing as many of these challenges as I can in 12 hours or something like that. We'll see what happens. Whether we do it live or not, I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 in streaming again, but we'll see what happens. This release was given an initial late January release window back with our RS Ahead reveals last August. Now we're into the final stages of the release. We feel it needs a little more time to make sure it lives up to expectations. So we've shifted things back slightly from the initial target. They will now release on February 17th. So they've added like another month basically, because it was late January, which I guess this is like mid-February. So if it was the 17th of Jan, it would have been mid-Jan. So maybe like, you know, nearly 4 months, probably. But, I mean, so it's always good when they postpone stuff and release it in a better state, but you can never know whether this is because, one, all the drama that's going on and what they had to release was probably like, maybe they're worried that if they released it like that, players would go, what in the hell is this? And they've kind of gone, ah, crap, nah, we're going to have to add something better to this. We're going to have to add more because we sold it to them really well, and this isn't going to live up to standards. People are going to be unhappy. Maybe that's one of the reasons. Maybe there's multiple reasons, and that's just part of it. But also, you can never see what state it's in right now, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, were they going to release it like this, or is it just 50% through and they need to finish to polish things off, or what's happening basically behind the scenes? We can never know. But as long as we get a good release of this, and it's actually something that's fun to do for a decent amount of time, then fine, push it back, whatever. But I mean, I'm not going to praise them for delaying something to make sure it's good. Like, you should make sure it's good before you release anything in the game, right? It is what it is. But just ahead of the launch, there will be a more in-depth blog outlining how this system will function and the rewards available, so keep an eye out for that as well. Now, I'll be honest, I don't remember what they mentioned about rewards. I hope that it's not anything completely game-changing, if that makes sense. Like, okay, if it was game-changing in the sense of changing the style of the game and it was more fun or whatever, sure. but those things shouldn't be locked behind too difficult stuff, I don't think. But I feel like they can add some epic, super awesome rewards behind the end game, high level, really difficult things to do. But it's probably be cosmetics, maybe ability overrides, stuff like that, or a cape. Like, say if you had to do something crazy at Araxi, maybe you could have like a different pet from Araxi than you can already get, or maybe you get like a different sort of colored cape, or like, you know, the gooey stuff that comes out of Araxi weapons, the noxious weapons are like on the side, you have the green stuff pouring out of it. Maybe you could get like a cape effect, and that'd like pour out of your currently equipped cape or whatever. I guess you could maybe do that sort of stuff too, or you could apply that override to all currently equipped weapons. I don't know, you know, that sort of stuff would be cool, but we shouldn't be putting any sort of like quality of life upgrades for combat, I don't think, on these that are locked behind too difficult stuff, because I mean the average player's not going to get it, right? Interface sharing will release on February 3rd, allowing you to grab your favorite interface setups and formats from other players. I didn't know this was a thing. This is the first time hearing about this. This is a really good idea. Whether you want the ultimate clue scroll interface or something or something for your first try at full manual PVM, this is going to come in super handy. No more pausing and unpausing YouTube tutorials. This is a great idea. I'm interested in how they implement this though. This needs to be on like a menu where players can upload it and then download it, and that's it, and not like, oh, you have to know someone who has an interface like your action bars in game, and you trade them that way. This needs to be something that you can just download from somewhere, and it applies, preferably in game as well. And you can go on, you can see custom interfaces, and maybe like the top 100 upvoted ones or something like that. I don't know, but this is a really good idea for sure. This is great for new players, and I mean, this is the first I've heard about this. Maybe I'm just tripping out and I missed a lot of stuff, but there you go. This is really good. Double XP will return on February 21st till March 2nd. Is that early? Maybe some second screen double XPing during RuneFest is in order. During double XP? During RuneFest, sorry. Okay, cool. And speaking of RuneFest, whether you'll be joining us online or at the show, we can't wait to have our big community moment together in March. Expect a live edition of RuneScape ahead as our keynote for the show, giving you a look forward to the content to come for RuneScape. Yes, that will most certainly include the new area expansion we teased last time. Full details on timings will be shared soon. So, I mean, this post was actually pretty worth covering, to be fair. It took me longer than expected, but I guess we had a lot of discussion to have about it. This is my favorite thing. I don't even, like, even this is cool, but the interface sharing is by far my favorite thing about this. I'm going to have to make like a really cool interface now and fix up mine even and see how that works. And if it is going to be uploaded to places people can get, you know, cool. But damn, I like that a lot. Either way though, Jagex, let's address the elephant in the room. You haven't addressed the elephant in the room. And you need to. You can't, they probably can just ignore this. I'll be honest, guys. The noise is dying down on Reddit. People are like, whatever, it is what it is. I'm sure sub numbers have been going back up and whatnot. So if ignoring it works, Jagex will ignore it. But at the same time, if ignoring it works, in future they'll just go, yeah, but whenever we screw up, we can just ignore it. So, you know, either way, this definitely needs to be brought up again. And I will say that if nothing gets addressed about this soon, I'll make another video going over it all and bringing up the noise again. And I'm sure other people will too. And kind of not let that happen, I suppose, if possible. But I mean, I'm just one small YouTuber and there's not much I can do about that alone. But otherwise, let me know what you guys think about this stuff. I'm actually kind of, it's not huge content releases, right? But yeah, I mean, it's content and it's stuff to look at, and I'm interested for sure. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. And other than that, I'll catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching. And when I'm not sick, I'll get back to releasing good content, a new series and stuff. Bye.